Hello, my drinking darlings. Welcome back to another crazy cabin fever cocktails. I'm Aften, Locken with Distilled Living, and we are produced by Fascination Design. Today we are playing with fall flavors, the base of which will be pear. It's a nice semi-sweet, slightly earthy fruit note that makes an excellent base for a lot of other cocktails. And when I'm working with flavors, I often like to throw in sort of an unexpected flavor surprise. So we'll get to that piece. We're just going to add a little bit of a zest that you may or may not be looking for in most drinks. So getting back to that in a moment. So what you will need for this is I have pear juice or pear nectar will work just fine. I want a sweeter bourbon, so I've selected Buffalo Trace, ginger beer to top it off. I've got a house-made syrup we will cover, and then of course, as always, a fancy garnish. So this will get a shake and a strain, have a jigger, all the tools ready to go. There is one additional piece of equipment you might need for this, and that's a man. Because I'll tell you, this jar, after about half an hour of ringing and pounding and trying to get this thing open very unsuccessfully, I started to wonder if I was the strong, independent woman who did not need a man after all. Anyway, let's get this drink going. So we're following a classic daiquiri 2-1-1 formula. So 2 parts spirit, 1 part sweet, 1 part contrast. Back to our Buffalo Trace. For the spirit, just 1 ounce on this. I want to leave a little bit of room for that ginger beer so it has a nice effervescent quality as well. Now our sweet element with our surprise flavor, I did a honey ginger and, get this, black pepper simple syrup. I simply simmered the spice in the simple syrup. Say that a zillion times fast. So honey base with some ginger to simmer, as well as ground black pepper, and just let it hang out in there, and you'll get some pretty zingy flavors that direction. So just half an ounce of that will be enough to give a lot of impact on our flavor. Balance that again with, look, I opened it. It took a lot of effort, let me tell you. Half ounce of our pear juice, pear nectar, whatever you got, that works. Add that in, and then we'll give this a good shake and a strain into our fresh ice, as always. Never forget that piece. Here we go. All right, that sounds good. No, that sounds good. You actually do listen. You want to make sure that ice is doing what you want it to do and blending everything. Here we go. Strain it over our lovely fresh ice. Ginger beer of choice, and I always suggest if you're getting into ginger beers to try sampling them. They have different levels of sort of spiciness and sweetness, and it just depends, what you prefer. So this is a pretty good brand. It's a little on the semi-sweet side that matches our pear. Top that off with some bubbles, and now my favorite part always is the garnish. So I made pear chips spiced with black pepper. So we're just gonna let that rest on the top. It's a really tasty snack, and then of course it matches our flavor profile of our surprise ingredient cocktail. So cheers everybody, it's fall y'all, right? Is that what we say? Yeah, Kentucky. All right, cheers.